What's up, guys? This is Shawboys2324, aka Henry Scarborough Jr., and this is a DVD review. This is a wrestling DVD review of the best of In Your House pay-per-view classics 1995 to 1999. Let's get right into it. Right. So you can see the front of it. Alright, let's get to the back. See, here are the sides right here. Alright, you got the best of In Your House, pay-per-view classic 1999. No pay-per-view series blew the roof off the 90s like WWE In Your House. Now on all the thrills, actions, and innovation from the era's greatest superstars, with the best of the WWE In Your House pay-per-view classics 1995 to 1999, hosted by former commentator Todd Pettingale. This first ever In Your House collection brings back over 15 classic showdowns featuring Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bret Hart, Undertaker, The Rock, Mankind, Diesel, and more. Witness the epic grudge matches, championship celebrations, and legendary rivalries that defined a generation, including, but not limited to, In Your House WWE Championship match, Bret the Hitman Hart versus British Bulldog. In Your House Buried Alive, Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Ground Zero, In Your House, Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker. St. Valentine's Day Massacre, Last Man Standing match for the WWE Championship match, The Rock versus Mankind, and more. Alright, let's get into, see the sidebar right here. Alright, let's get into this, shall we? Got Diesel and Shawn Michaels. And In Your House, Good Friends, Better Enemies. April 28th, 1996, in Omaha, Nebraska. You got Stone Cold, Steve Austin, and Kane. Fully Loaded, In Your House. July 26, 1998, in Fresno, California. Alright, let's get into it, shall we? You got In Your House, all the superstars, all your favorite superstars in action. And the disclaimer, card subject to change. Alright, let's get into disc 1. Alright, we got Simplistic Yet Brilliant, In Your House, May 14, 1995, Bret Hart versus Hakushi. This was it's whatever. I'm not gonna lie. It's not a bad match. It wasn't like the best match on this DVD, but you know, like it was alright. In Your House, July 23, 1995, Intercontinental Championship match. Jeff Hardy. Whoa. No. Jeff Jarrett, versus Shawn Michaels. If you want to find out my thoughts on this match, check out the Shawn Michaels Heartbreak and Triumph in the Wrestling DVDs playlist on my channel. Alright. You got Hey Yo, meaning Razor Ramon, In Your House, October 22nd, 1995, Intercontinental Championship match, Razor Ramon versus Dean Douglas. What happened was Shawn Michaels got beat up at a club, and then he had a concussion. He dropped it to Dean Douglas, who dropped it to Razor Ramon that same night. Overall, it's not that bad of a match. It's just Dean Douglas is better on ECW than in a WWE ring, and that's a fact. In Your House, December 17th, 1995 Arkansas Hog Pen match. Hunter Hearst Helmsley versus Henry O. Godwin. This is whatever. This is probably the worst match on this DVD. But it's not saying, but that doesn't mean that this DVD is bad. It's just, I don't know why they put this on this DVD, where it says 15 classic matches. This is not a classic. This is stupid. But it was understandable because Triple H at the time had to eat crap, literally, and like the taste of it. Alright, moving on to the next match. A sloppy masterpiece. In Your House, December 17, 1995, WWE Championship match. Bret Hitman Hart versus British Bulldog. This was a good match. Every time when these two get in the ring, this was a great match. Last time these two faced off, it was at SummerSlam in 1992, where British Bulldog beat Bret Hart to become the Intercontinental Championship. The Intercontinental Champion. Then, in that same year, Bret the Hitman Hart beat Ric Flair to become WWE Champion. And here we are in this match. This match was a good match. That was basically the story of this whole match. Can Bret Hart beat British Bulldog to retain his championship? Alright, that's the end of this one. Alright, this 2. Please excuse the motorcycling in the background. Hopefully we don't get that much noise at the end and while I continue this video. Thank you. Anyways, got memories flooding back. In Your House, Good Friends, Better Enemies, April 28th, 1996. No holds barred match for the WWE Championship. Shawn Michaels versus Diesel. This was a great match. This was probably the best Diesel and Shawn Michaels match I have seen. And it was really, really good. And at the same time, everybody knows that Diesel was on his way out. My point exactly. So, Shawn Michaels just became champion. This was really, really good. They're really, really great friends, but they also were better enemies. So, overall, it was probably one of the best matches on this DVD. There's like 5 matches that are really, really good on this DVD. I'm not gonna lie. In Your House, Mind Games, September 22nd, 1996. WWE Championship match, Shawn Michaels versus Mankind. This was a really, really great match. I think I talked about this match in another DVD. Again, if you want to hear my thoughts on it, it is in the wrestling DVDs playlist. I think it was on the WWE Championship DVD. Yes, it probably was. So check out if you want to hear my thoughts on it. Great match. That's why they played the game. In Your House, Buried Alive, October 20th, 1996. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Hunter Hearst Helmsley. This was, an underrated match, but it wasn't the best match that these two guys had. And I know this because later on in 1997 and in 1998, 1999, and 2000 and 2001, they had better matches than this one that's on this DVD. Obviously, Stone Cold Steve Austin won this match, so let's move on. In Your House, Buried Alive match, October 20th, 1996. Buried Alive match, Undertaker versus Mankind. This was probably one of the best Mankind and Undertaker matches. This is what I wanted to see after all the ones I've seen, from the match from King of the Ring to the Brawl Room Brawl to their Hell in a Cell match and others. But I like this match. This was one of the matches that I wanted to see on this DVD, and this was a really, really good match. And you got crowning a new champion. In Your House, Final 4, February 16th, 1997. 4 corners match for the vacant WWE Championship. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Bret the Hitman Hart versus Vader versus Undertaker. Now, the story behind this match, Shawn Michaels won the title at Royal Rumble. Shawn Michaels had to drop it due to injury. And then, basically, these 4 were the final 4 in the Royal Rumble. And Bret Hart won this match, and then he lost it, to Psycho Sid. Exactly my point. So, yeah, Vader showed a good showing, had a good showing in this match. So did Undertaker, but Bret Hart won, and then he lost it again. And then Undertaker won it at WrestleMania 23. I mean, not 23, 13. All right. Overall, this was probably the best disc in this DVD. Had really, really great matches. All right, disc 3, this final disc. All right, you got Back in the Saddle, In Your House, Canadian Stampede, July 6, 1997, 10-man tag team match, Hart Foundation versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Ken Shamrock, Goldust, and Legion of Doom. That's what LOD stands for. This was probably, in my opinion, probably one of the hottest crowds matches I have ever seen from start to finish. This was a hot crowd in Canada. Our Hart Foundation was basically hated in the United States, but in Canada and other countries they were beloved. Even more beloved than Stone Cold at the time anyway. But overall, this was a really great match from start to finish. Very hot crowd. That's one of the reasons why I love this match. When you have a crowd involvement from start to finish, it ends up being very, very great match. Even though if you take the crowd out of it, it wouldn't be that good of a match, but the crowd actually helped the match even more. Then you got Ground Zero, In Your House, September 7th, 1997, Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker. This match because of the fact that Shawn Michaels screwed Undertaker, would hit him with a steel chair shot at SummerSlam when Bret Hart ducked and became WWE champion again. So, this match was really, really good. Shawn Michaels and Undertaker always had great matches. It's just this match did not have a finish, which was fine because their next match at Bad Blood was even better, and Kane debuted. So that's great. A Slobber Knocker, No Way Out of Texas, In Your House, February 15, 1998. No sanction, 8-man tag team match. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Owen Hart, Cactus Jack, and Chainsaw Charlie, Terry Funk, versus Triple H, the New Age Outlaws, and Savio Vega. This was a great match. Stone Cold and Triple H. This match tore the house down. This was also, it's not a bad match at all. One of the most funniest spots if you watch the match. I think it was like Stone Cold had threw a trash can at Billy Gunn's face, and he ate that trash can. It was the most hilarious spot I have ever seen in my life. It was funny and effective at the same time. I loved it. Next match, Fully Loaded, In Your House, July 26, 1998, WWE Championship match. WWE Tag Team Champion match, Stone Cold and Undertaker versus Mankind and Kane. This was where Mankind couldn't trust Kane because Kane had his brother's back. Stone Cold didn't trust anybody, obviously. He thought, and then they won the Tag Team Championships, and then they lost it like 2 weeks of Raw, 2 weeks or the week of Raw before SummerSlam. Stone Cold, Steve Austin, and Undertaker were opponents at SummerSlam. This was a good match. However, in the end, as you saw on the top left on the cover, where The Undertaker took both belts and took them away and then gave Austin one of the belts. It was hilarious. Then you got this match, Judgment Day, In Your House, October 18th, 1998. Intercontinental Championship match, Ken Shamrock versus Mankind. It wasn't a bad match, although Mankind, one of the craziest spots was in the end where Mankind made himself pass out instead of tapping to the ankle lock of Ken Shamrock, who had the meanest ankle lock bar none. And then Kurt Angle arrived later on. Alright. And his ankle lock was beast. And then got Victory at All Cost. St. Valentine's Day Massacre. February 14th, 1999. Last man standing match for the WWE Championship. The Rock versus Mankind. I think I talked about this in another DVD. I think. I'm not sure. However, this was a great match. This ended in a draw, meaning both men couldn't reach the count of 10. And yeah, both fighters could not reach the count of 10. Both took steel chair shots to the head, and both couldn't walk. And then I think like I commend these men for having a ladder match the next day. Imagine like having this match and then the next night on Raw have a ladder match. Like that is crazy. But anyway, and then recap a trip down memory lane. This was a great DVD match. There's like 5-6 matches that are really, really great, and I recommend you to watch. Wow, I mentioned that I hope the motorcycles don't like come down these streets, and yet they come down the streets, and I'm about to end this video. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. Overall, I like this DVD. I would recommend it to pick up. And that's it from me, guys. Comment down below what's your favorite match on this DVD. Like, thumbs up the video, and subscribe. And thank you guys for watching. Keep subscribing, guys. These videos are coming. I'm gonna keep on making videos. I'm at least try to get all these videos out as soon as I can. Until next time, guys. Peace.